Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. I set up my lair the last time, and I tried to use some of the Royal Chroma with this character. Sadly, the one Royal Chroma I wanted to use didn't really work. I'll make a quick example of that, and then we'll continue with our missions, assuming it load at some point. So for the headpiece, I wanted to use the Black Royal Chroma. I forgot which one. Let's try them all. Sadly, with the headpiece I'm using right now, if I use this chroma, the orange is perfect, but sadly we end up with a white mask as opposed to black. Here, sadly, the black is on the wrong side, and here we have the black, but the orange, the gold part, is on the mask as opposed on the gas mask as opposed to the mask itself. So sadly, none of the three chromas actually work. We would need a fourth chroma where the gold side would be there, the black side would be there, and sadly, it's not what we have. It works pretty well with the new 52 headpiece though, so if I was using the new 52 headpiece, it would be fine. But in this case, I can't really use the chromas for our classic DeathStroke look. Also, last time we set up our lair, maybe one thing I should mention is that you can change the colors of your lair. You can also change the emblem from the control panel. So if you see enter decoration mode, you'll see there's a open color menu. So we'll go for L1, and then we can also change the emblem. So here we have a bunch of emblems with our character that we have access to, and we can change the colors of our lair if we want to. So you see, basically it's the colors. It seems to start with the colors that our character has by default, but we can change the colors afterwards. So that's why there's a lot of blue, a lot of orange. I kind of like it like that, so I won't change it. So enough about that. So let's see. Oh, wrong menu. It happens. So our next mission will be pest control. So we'll go to Metropolis, and it should be close to Little Bohemia. I forget as an evil villain. I think it's the Lex Luthor. So we'll go there, assuming it loads at some point. And we're already at the teleporter, so let us go to Little Bohemia. The lag, there's been a bit of lag lately. Apparently, the reason behind that is because there's been an increase in the population of the game. Apparently, there was like a 50% increase very suddenly, most likely because of something we just won't name. A lot of people didn't notice. If you play on the European servers, you probably didn't notice a difference. There was issues in the past with DC Universe Online. It's pretty much always been like that. Whenever there was a surge of new players, whenever there was a lot of players coming back into the game, sadly the game struggles when there's a lot of players online. It's sad, but that's how it is. Ever since we had a PS4, it wasn't really an issue, but sadly for some time the lag has been creeping in as time goes by.
See if you can grab some of those high-blasting scepters the Stingers carry. They're loaded with neurotoxin. Could be a valuable resource for our defense contract work.
So here our friend Agent Justice gave us a side quest. So let's pull back a bit. Yeah, I do have a tendency to be a bit close to my character. Kind of like that somehow.
The swarm cannot be stopped.
I think. Oh yeah.
Sting of Sassal's wrath. That stings.
Let's check if I have a new. I got a few new abilities lately. Just trying to see. So what I just used was Flak Cannon. It's not a bad ability, although I'll probably put it. Let's try to put it elsewhere. I'll put it here for now.
The swarm cannot be stopped.
So sadly, if you see some of the characters, let's say teleport, it's because we've hit a bit of a lag spike. It's sad, but it happens. That's what I was mentioning a bit earlier.
The swarm cannot be stopped.
Sadly, this Universe Online has always struggled a bit whenever there was a lot of people online. And usually there's a surge of new players. Whenever there's new content, there's a whole bunch of either players who return to the game.
Primary training. These exabytes belong to Queen Zazala. Ready for transport.
So often there'll be a surge of new players, either new players coming to the game, or old players who return for reasons.
Collect the exabytes and return them to the Hive quickly.
Those Hive guys have a big mouth.
Get over here and help with some pest control so we can get Luthor's exabytes out of here.
That stings.
So here we have to defend the Lex Luthor Saboteur, somehow.
Sting them.
So as you saw, some uber lag. If you see me shoot at enemy and nothing happens, that's sadly a bit of lag that happens. So sadly in the
We're
past,
lucky this time. Let's get out of here before they come back.
sadly in the past, especially on
Gotta get
PS3,
Luthor's exabytes clear before we're overrun. Fire at will.
whenever there would be new content, sadly it would attract a whole bunch of new players. And it would create a whole bunch of lag on PS3. It's sad, but that's why at some point I upgraded my PC. I got a really high-end PC at the time.
Ugh, I hate insects. Especially when they're the enslaved minions of a crazy alien bug lady. Queen Bee uses hypnopollen to link all those guys directly to her mind. So, like I always say, don't inhale.
So at some point when I upgraded my PC, I was playing a lot more on PC than on
The
PS4.
Hive is stockpiling my exobytes at their makeshift base inside the Metrodome. If that overbearing insect, Queen Bee, thinks she can steal from Lex Luthor, she is sadly mistaken. Take out their hypno-pollen dispensers and mark my exobyte canisters for retrieval.
So for a while I was playing a lot more on PC because my
Exabytes
PC
locate.
was handling the game a lot better. My PS3, especially around the time of Origin Crisis, holy crap, I had a lot of lag on my PS3. And I remember when I bought my new PC not long after Origin Crisis, holy crap. I remember when I was playing missions in Origin Crisis, very often people would tell me like, watch out for the big energy ball or something like that. Like there's effects that I just wouldn't be able to see.
That stings.
But then when I
Roger
played
that.
the content on my PC, then I would see all the stuff that I didn't see on my PS3. There was a lot of effects
Sting them.
that I did not even know existed. So it made things a bit
See
easier
those
for a
royal
while.
drones? They're the ones broadcasting instructions from the Queen.
We've got a plan to
Take
weaken
them
the
out
Hive's assault.
and bust
Mr.
up their
Luthor has
supplies.
provided
an override code that we can use on the Hive's defense station.
So for a while I would play a lot more on PC than on PS4. Well, actually PS3 at the time. But when I got my PS4, I started playing a lot more on PS4. And also, PS4 is where I started making my YouTube videos.
Swarm them.
Let's grab that while we can.
Hive mind transmission. Navigation matrix 1226 is offline.
So here we have, as you can see, we have a lot of objectives to try and complete. Let's go over there for...
Swarm them. That stings.
out of power.
Prep the dropship.
I don't think we need to destroy turrets anymore, but as well. Come on. So sadly, as you can see, we hit a bit of lag, and there we go.
Swarm them. That stings.
Oh, we reach level
Locator
10.
beacon.
So here they explain how you can you can switch between DPS and in this case controller role, but it's the same if you play a healer or a tank. Not sure what happened to that Hive guy, but he kind of disappeared. So we still have the mission Buzzkill, be aggressive and hold the line are our two side quests we have. And they mentioned we have access to new missions, I assume from the on-duty menu. So we have access, we have the vault that we could play. There's Area 51, as you can see, suggested level 10. So once you reach level 10, you could play Area 51. It's been a while since I played any of those missions at low level, so I've seen a lot of complaints on the forums. Sometimes people will complain that they're stuck playing with high-level players who pretty much destroy everything and don't let low-level players actually play. I haven't experienced that much. Usually I experience quite the opposite. Usually I experienced low-level players who would complain if you didn't destroy everything as a high-level player. Oh, so you saw a bit of a spike lag. Oh, I guess we're done. Let's click on it anyway. Do not really need to. Holy teleport, Batman. So we saw there was a bit of delay between hitting the barrel and the explosion. Sadly, it happens.
That stings.
So let's try to find the objective. We're still there was one. Holy like.
That stings.
So we still need one more supply. Oh, there it is. Let's wait a bit for our DeathStroke to heal a bit.
You're quite the roach killer. And immune to the neurotoxin on those hive barbs, I'm glad to see.
So let's equip our new gloves. Here we have a little thingy explaining about
the
the
Hive
styles.
is not just after the exobites. They've kidnapped my top scientists as well. Idiots. Get those pathetic weaklings out and shut down the base. And, oh, if you find any Star Labs researchers, no need to liberate anything but their information. Got me?
So as you saw, we got a new pair of gloves, and somehow it triggered the little hint about how you can change your styles. And let's destroy that one last. There we go. Let's get out of here. The grappling hook is a good way to get away from enemies. There's usually... Oh, is it on the other side? There's a briefing or two that we can get here, so let's try and get that before we continue. Oh, there it is. Usually I'm more used to coming here from the hero side, so...
Hive mind transmission. Drones, discard armor plating for upgrades.
Let's do the hold the line mission.
Swarm them!
I don't think I will play all the side quests. But let's play this one. We already have it in our journal. So we have to defend the turret. It's pretty much that simple. Again, a bit of lag. A lot of lag. At this point, it doesn't really matter, but there's, let's say there's certain missions that are a bit more challenging sometimes. If you get a bit of lag in those missions, it can get annoying. Let's get rid of those first.
Swarm them! Swarm them!
As you saw, our net behaved a bit weird because of the lag. So there we go. It was worth it just to get one source mark. If we play all the side missions, by the time we reach level 30, we should have roughly 80 source marks, which is not a bad thing to have. So now we're done with our side missions. So let's go inside the HIVE base and continue our mission. So right now we're playing pretty much the main mission, but we have a few side missions here and there. We should have there should be a guy giving us a side mission right here. So
Luthor sent us in to sabotage the Hive, but the blasted science police took us out when he tried to liberate some data. Teach them nobody messes with Lex Corp. You can start with that nerd cop over there. He should be coming to any minute.
So we have to defeat the science police infiltrators for that side mission. Hopefully, let's hope that inside the instance we won't have as much lag.
100, clear to engage.
But as you saw, we had a lot of lag in the open world. Hopefully, in the instance, it won't be as bad. We'll see. Well, let's help our old friend here.
What are you doing? No,
actually,
not my PDA. I'll be lost without it.
Actually, we're not helping him, it seems. Forgot that we were an evil villain. There's a few flyers. One of the drawback of being an acrobat, you're stuck on the ground. It's sad, but that's how it is. If you're lucky, which I'm not really, if you can get the Joker jetpack from the vault, it's a must-have. It helps with dealing with flying characters. And also sometimes when you try to get items that are in hard to reach places, being able to just fly up there, it's very convenient.
We have a live one.
Hive mind transmission. Ensure neural devices always function at optimal parameters. Swarm them!
Usually I would suggest to new players to start with a flying character. If it's your first character, play a flying character.
Someone showed up.
It's a lot more convenient for a lot of reasons. Acrobat can be fun. Super speed can be fun. I love playing my super speed characters. I'm a big fan of the Flash, and I guess the fantasy of having super speed somehow it's a strong one. But it's challenging a bit, especially at first when you're not used to the game. The more convenient movement is by far the flying.
Swarm them!
There's a few here left.
That stings!
So as you can see in the instance, the lag doesn't seem to be as bad. Although I probably shouldn't speak too soon. Karma will probably punish me if I talk too quickly.
Hey, that's private. Your feeble mind couldn't possibly.
Code
So let's get the
100,
old
clear to
infiltrator
engage.
here. So as you saw, the side quests give us another source mark. So if you can play all the side quests you possibly
I better
can,
get back to work before Mr.
I'll
Luthor
give you
finds
it'll
out I'm
give you some
slacking
extra
off
source
here.
marks once you
You've
reach level
retrieved
30.
some
Oh,
interesting
reach
Star
level
Labs
11.
data. And, oh yes, my scientists. The next time they're foolish enough to be captured, I might let HIVE have them. But for now, show Queen Bee that crossing Lex Luthor is a very bad idea.
So here we have the hint about supercharge. Let's try to explain it quickly. So our first supercharge that we get is a mounted turret. Holy crap, not really at all the supercharge I would like to have, but it'll do for now. So let's put, I guess we'll put the flak cannon back here. Don't really like it here, but oh well. So supercharge here, it's called the mounted turret. It'll do a whole bunch of damage, but also it acts as a shield. I'll try to use it in this mission. And if you look to the top left corner of the screen, you'll see Dark Mask, the character's name. You'll see that greenish, yellowish bar, that's the health point of the characters, the health bar of the character. Underneath, there's the blue bar, which is the powers of the power of the character, the power bar of the character. And underneath, you have the supercharge bar. If I didn't notice how much supercharge we need. Oh, we have a few skill points. Let's put it into... Let's complete our weapon combos. And let's see for the supercharge. So it's a supercharge that costs 5,000. So at this point, we should be able to do it once. So roughly, if our supercharge bar, the orange bar in the top left corner, once the orange bar is full, we should be able to do the supercharge twice. Although usually there's a bit of cooldown after you use it, so it's not like you can spam it twice. You use it once, there's a bit of a cooldown, and then you can use it a second time if your bar is full.
Hive mind transmission. Target acquired. Sting them.
So let's try to supercharge against those guys. I have to admit, it's been a while. I forget what it does. Okay. So as you said, it uses some sort of minigun. And it's supposed to act also as a shield, but I have to admit, didn't notice if it did protect us or not. Doesn't matter. And there's a bunch of barrels here. They're not that useful here. We don't really need them. But there is a duo version of this mission, and with the duo version, those barrels could be useful. There's a few mini bosses that are all tough. Well, let's try to go up there. Let's go see our little friend, the Infiltrator over here. We did complete, I think we did complete the Infiltrator mission.
We have a live
But
one.
there is a feat if you defeat all the Infiltrators, or a certain amount, I forget. But there is a feat attached to it, so even if you do complete the mission, keep on defeating those Infiltrators, and I'll give you that feat towards the end of the mission. Could have sworn I heard something. Oh, there it is. So, and there's in case this is the first video you watch, in certain missions there are treasure chests like this one. There's feats to destroy 5, 10, 100, 1,000. The top feat is 1,000 treasure chests. So whenever you see those treasure chests, don't hesitate to destroy them. Sometimes they'll give you a little reward. Here we got a nice pair of gloves. And let's open our lockbox, because what's in the box? So we got the Avatar Infiltrator back piece, or the Elemental. Let's go for the Elemental. I don't think I'll use it with this character. I'll give it to one of my other characters. And I think we're done up here. There might be... I guess not. Could have sworn there was another Infiltrator down here, but obviously I was mistaken. And there's a little guy still up there. You don't need to defeat all the enemies. But sometimes, especially in this mission, if you leave enemies behind you, if you don't defeat all the enemies, sometimes you end up stuck in combat somehow.
The Hive has totally taken this place over.
So in this one mission, I would suggest defeat every single enemies, even if you don't need to.
Warn them!
Otherwise, you may end up stuck in combat, and
Sting them!
it can get a bit annoying sometimes. Although here, I guess we have no choice.
Warn them! Sting them! Sting them!
Well, let's go upstairs. Ah, come on. Someday I'll get it, I swear. Ah, there it is.
We have a live one.
Oh, there's a few more.
Warn them! That stings!
And somehow I can't see him.
Dispatch, we've got the exobites. There's a situation.
So that's why I mean, a lot more convenient to be a flying character. Strange, the minimap tells me there's still one guy here, but I can't see him somehow. Oh well, too bad. So sad.
Intruder detected. Intruder detected. Initiating defense protocols. Alert Hive soldier bees.
Could be that I left a guy in the previous levels. That's quite possible. So let's
Code
get rid of
100,
that
clear
little
to
guy
engage.
here. And let us continue. Actually, you know what? It bugs me. Let's go back and see where I left one guy. I guess it has to be way up there because well, I guess not. Seems I'm crazy, so sad, it happens. So it gave us a nice look at the Hive base. And I guess it's poetic that our friend DeathStroke fights the Hive. They're the ones who sadly killed his son Grant by turning him into the Ravager. They basically they reproduced the experiment that created Slade with his son, but his son wasn't able to deal with the power, and it burnt him out.
Sting them! Warn them!
But Grant
Swarm
had
them!
accepted a contract to defeat or to kill the Teen Titans or to deliver them to Hive.
Sting them!
And in a sweet irony, oh, here is our guy. Okay.
We have a live one.
So this is the guy we were looking for. And as you can see, it gave us the feed for defeating all the Science Police infiltrators. I could have sworn there's still one or two here, but oh well.
The Hive mind has been breached. Overriding directive. Bring the exobites to Brainiac. Bring the exobites to Brainiac.
Bring the exobites to Brainiac! Guards! Protect your queen with your lives!
Destroy the intruder! That
Be
stings!
one with my hive mind!
Not sure why my shotgun combo didn't work.
You
There we go.
challenge me? You are one mind. I am many. I will crush your independence.
She won't crush us. Come on.
You will serve me and Brainiac in the end.
Let's go for the cloak.
Initiating combat. Shield now active. Signaling Brainiac for assistance. Self-preservation shield activated.
So let us skip the cinematic.
Interesting. Brainiac is using the Queen Bee hive mind like a distributed bio-network to recover his exobytes. Be warned, he's unlikely to give up even after this crushing defeat. I'll keep you informed. Luthor out.
Hive mind transmission. The Queen commands us.
So to get back to my short story, basically the Hive killed Grant by giving him the same powers as DeathStroke, which burned him out. But Grant had accepted the contract to deliver the kill the Titans or deliver them to Hive, and somehow DeathStroke felt obligated to complete the contract for Grant. But once in a while, when he could get his revenge on Hive, he would seize the opportunity. So let us go back to our safe house. And of course, Deathstroke was pretty popular at some point. He still is pretty popular. And sadly, one thing that often happens, they gave him his own mini-series, or actually they gave him his own ongoing series. And when that happens, they usually try to turn evil villains into anti-heroes, although he was already some sort of anti-hero even within the pages of the Teen Titans. In case you're wondering what those posters are, it's bounty posters. If we defeat 5 heroes, we'll complete the bounty. Well, we're not going to play PvP with this character, but you never know. So let's go inside and complete our mission. So at some point they gave Deathstroke his ongoing series, and sadly they were trying very hard to turn him into Nick Fury somehow. Not sure why. Nick Fury was nowhere near as popular as Deathstroke, but somehow they had to turn him into a hero.
So you fried the Hive? I love me some bug barbecue. Hey, so long as you're here, if you ain't using all your power, I could eat.
So let's complete the mission here.
Citizens of the world, I'm transmitting through every device on the planet to make you an offer. Only I, Lex Luthor, can help you reach your full potential. I'm making my fortune and LexCorp's most advanced weaponry available to anyone willing to step up and take it. You'll find cash and weapons spread around major cities. The power and self-determination you deserve are yours for the taking. And don't let anyone stand in your way. Farewell.
Calculator here. That message reached everyone. It even invaded my encrypted systems. LexCorp Tower's penthouse just exploded. Lex evacuated his employees before sending that broadcast. He's up to something, even if he has gone soft. Go to Metropolis and see what you can dig up. I want to know what's what before I make my move for a bigger role in the society, and take you along with me.
Siri had explained to us that we have access to the episode's event. Basically, whenever there's a new episode, we gain access to the missions, even if you don't have the required combat training. Even if you are a free-to-play player, you can play those missions. We're not going to do that today. So you can see the Birds of Prey missions have been added here. I was under the impression that you had to be level 15. Actually, it seems to be level 12 and plus. So once you reach level 12, you do gain access to those missions. And let's see what our next... So the next mission will be Giganta. But also we have the Vault Ambush mission and the Hall of Doom mission. We'll play the Vault Ambush today, but we'll keep the Hall of Doom mission for next time. But we'll go back to our lair because why not? So we'll play the Vault Ambush mission so that in case you don't know how to use the Vault, you'll know after this video. But before we do that, could have sworn I had a new skill point. Oh yeah. So for the weapon, we've pretty much maximized our weapon. Ideally, I would like to get weapon masteries with this character. I may have to cheat and use and unlock a few skill points. I'll have to give it some thoughts. So let's go for either, we could go for acrobatics, or we could go for iconic powers, or we cannot put the stat points just yet. I guess we have to be level 15. Okay. So let's go for acrobatics. There's quite, so we'll take decisions. Let's go for forward. Let's go for the throwing knives. Oh, decisions. Forward flip attack. We're not really going to use it, but let's take it anyway. And let's reimprint our armory. Oh, I should have checked if I had a new piece of gear first. Oh, we got a mission reward box. At this stage, a new pair of boots, new cape. At this stage, it should be a new weapon. I guess we'll see. Oh, yeah. So let's re-imprint. And let's see if there's nothing else. So let us play the Vault Ambush mission. There we go. Oh, we have to go to Little Bohemia. We'll check our mail first, I suppose. Oh, we got a new pair of pants. Let's see if it's going to be worth it. Oh yeah, let's use it. So we'll re-imprint again. Sadly, it happens. You don't have to do it, but we're already here, so why not? So let's go to Little Bohemia again. Probably should have stayed there, but oh well. Eons ago, we just had to click on the mission in the journal, and then we could play the Vault Ambush mission. It would seem that nowadays we have to go activate the mission in a console. So we'll do that right now. No, but not a big deal. It just it adds one more step to the process, I guess. So we can see the console in the mini map. So let's go there. And let's activate the console.
Hey, it's my good friend, the Total Stranger. I'm Ambush Bug. Step right up and hear about the vault, room of the random loot drop. Win amazing prizes.
Oh, I'm so sad. Eons ago, in the past, they would give us a vault ticket. I guess they don't do that anymore. So we probably could have done that then early on. If you go to the on-duty menu, you go to one player. We already had the vault mission that we could have access to. So let's do it now. Depending on if you are a legendary player, you can play the vault once a day. If you are a free-to-play player or a premium player, you can play the vault 2 or 3 times a day. Been a long time since I was a premium player.
Welcome, one and all, to Joker's Room of Fun, Mayhem, and Prizes. What will it be? Something to flatten your opponents? Or just some useless crap? Who knows? You pays your money and you takes your chances. Break the presents and get your prizes.
Normally, I would probably get a pair of dual pistols for our friend DeathStroke, so that playing the vault with dual pistols is pretty much the better option. There was a point in time when I would have an armory just for that. I would give dual pistol to my character, so that whenever I would play the vault, I would just go full auto. But I'm going to need all my skill points to be able to unlock weapon masteries.
That's it. Game's over. Step along, nothing to see. Get going before my good mood wears off. That means now.
So we should be able to complete our Vault Ambush mission. So let us do that.
Get anything good? I always hope for Argyle socks, but I never get them.
So let's see what we got. We got a sharpshooter, pair of pants, and that seems to be it, sadly. Oh well. I should probably equip the Tombot. Let's do that. In case you never saw it, let's use our friend, the Tombot. It's a pretty cool.
Would you like to allow FaceTube access to your screenshots?
So let us go back to our lair one last time for today. So next time I will probably do the explore the Hall of Doom mission. Let's imprint our friend the Tombot so that we can use it in the future. Let's check. I should have checked first. Okay, so no more skill points. And oh, we can. I guess we could sell and repair. If you are a free-to-play player or a premium player, I would strongly suggest repair any chance you get. As a free-to-play player or a premium player, the maximum amount of cash you have is 2,000 or 3,000. So I would strongly suggest get into the habit of any. Oh, I sold a headpiece I shouldn't have. I guess that's going to be a good example to show. So if you ever sell a piece of gear by accident, you can just buy it back. So let's equip it. Let's go and print it. And let us go sell our old one. So here we didn't have much to repair, but if you are a free-to-play player or premium player, because of the limited amount of cash you have, I would strongly suggest go repair any chance you get. Because there might be instances where your gear gets so broken up that 2,000, 3,000 is not enough to be able to repair your gear. So just get into the habit to make sure that it doesn't cost you too much to repair your gear. Also, what you should do is that once you pretty much reach the maximum amount of cash that you can have, any other cash that you will get will go into your escrow. So in order to try to prevent that, just purchase a whole bunch of Sorter Cola. So ideally Sorter Cola Extremes. So just buy a whole bunch of Sorter Cola Extremes. Make yourself a reserve of Sorter Cola Extremes. So if you reach a point where you use all your cash and your gear is still broken, you could sell a few colas to be able to get a bit of cash. So you sell a few colas, get a bit of cash, repair your gear. Sell a few colas, get a bit of cash, repair your gear. So there's quite a few workarounds that you can get in order to be able to repair your gear. But again, get into the habit of repairing your gear any chance you get, and it'll save you a bit of trouble, a bit of a headache. So that is going to be pretty much it for now, I guess. I skipped the cinematics. I usually love watching the cinematics in DC Universe Online. I kind of miss the old cinematics, but oh well, what can you do? I made a video specifically about the cinematics. It's called DC Universe Online, the movie or something like that. It's a video I made when I reach, I think, 1,000 subscribers. So it's an oldie, but it's a goodie, as they say. So next time we are going to explore the Hall of Doom. So yeah, into the Hall of Doom will be our next video, I guess. And the one after that will be to go fight the evil Giganta. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point, so if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your questions. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.